Right now it's a little bit different in a way compared to the past. Not entirely, but at this point I'm not only playing to show off my own team, I'm playing to show off myself as well and show everyone and especially my team and my coaches that I do deserve my spot.
Oh, hey Darius!
I swear to God, if you talk to me again before I have my morning coffee...
Dude, calm down, man, calm down! Brain effect awake for a perfect dose of caffeine. Hello everyone, this is Darius from the Shotcaller, once again joined by Broxah. You guys just won Rift Rivals, amazing international victory. How hyped are you about that one?
Not very hyped, honestly. I mean, it's all right. I'm mainly happy I won the games I got on stage and actually brought those home. Not the cleanest games in the world. I think the last one against TSM was pretty nice, but yeah, overall I'm just happy we won.
Overall, you were happy that you won, so let's just dive straight into it. The situation with Dan getting subbed in, what were some of the reasons? What was your feeling on the whole matter?
For me, it has been a really weird experience, honestly. I've never really tried being in this situation and being put on the bench or watching from the sidelines, right? So it has been a bit weird for me to go through this and trying to watch the team play, but without me sitting on stage next to them and being part of it in the same way. So yeah, it took some time to get used to it. The first day especially was pretty tough. Obviously, I would prefer sitting there myself, right, and be part of all the action. But the coaches decided to give Dan some stage time, so I'm gonna have to deal with that.
Would you agree, though, that this would be pretty much the best time to do it? Like, you would still prefer sitting out a Rift Rivals game rather than an LEC one?
Well, for sure. I think if there's a time to give him a bit of stage experience, then the time is now, right? Of course, winning Rift Rivals is nice and all, and giving ourselves the best chance to win is nice as well. But at the same time, if he is to get some stage experience, then the time should be now and not in important LEC games, right?
Yeah. Were you satisfied with his performance overall?
I think he played all right. I think he still has a bit to work on and probably needs to get used to the stage a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I think the Cloud9 game was pretty all right, yeah.
Right, fair. I mean, Cloud9 was also maybe not in the best form, but besides that, when you were told that you would get subbed out, what was like the reasoning behind it? What did like Joey, Mephisto say to you?
Well, I think it's just about trying to give him a chance on stage and see how he does, see how the team changes when I'm not there next to them, and just seeing how the atmosphere changes and see how he does when it comes to dealing with the pressure, right? And again, going back to your previous question, I think he did all right, but I also think our team has been performing a little worse than we used to in the LEC. Mm-hmm. I'm happy that we managed to do a little bounce back after that TSM game that was pretty brutal for me to watch. But yeah, I think we're going to have a very short break right now, and then hopefully after that we can get back on track and play the way we did in LEC.
Yeah, I mean the week break does help a bit still. It's like better than no break at all. Yeah. Like last year, remember that one? Oof. But okay, so overall, what did you make of playing, Team Liquid and like ignoring Cloud9? Okay, they had their own issues to deal with, so I feel like it would be unfair to say, hey, that was like good matches to play. But what did you make of Rift Rivals still as a learning experience? Actually,
I'm really sad that Cloud9 ended up having some sick players for various reasons. Obviously, it sucks for them, right? But going up against them in the strongest form possible would be really exciting, especially because I like playing against Niski. It's always exciting going up against old friends and old teammates and seeing how it goes, right? Yeah. So we won both games, but the games were not really fair. Sneaky was so sick he didn't even play, and I know that some of the other guys have been sick as well. So I just feel bad for them. But other than that, I sadly didn't get to play TL. Would have been pretty exciting going up against old rivals. Playing Smithy as well is always cool, but I'm happy I got a TSM game at the end at least, so I got to play someone else than Cloud9 and got a little bit more action against different teams.
Right, and you did well in getting the Veigar snowballed and everything on the Elise as you like to play it, of course. Will we see Veigar a bit more often? What do you think?
Possibly. I'm not sure, honestly. I think it was a pretty good pick in this specific situation, but who knows how many Vega situations arrive. It's a bit of a niche pick.
It is indeed. So for the future of the situation for you and Dan, should we still expect you to play the LEC games through? Is it still going to be like a week-to-week decision?
I'm honestly not really sure exactly what's going to happen, which again feels a bit weird, right? It's a very different situation than I've been in before, but for me, I don't know if it's going to be week to week. I don't know if the coaches have decided to give me a bunch more weeks, if they want to keep playing with me. I don't know what's going to happen, right? So for me, the only thing that comes to my mind is to just take it one step at a time, and regardless of how many games I do get, I need to perform when I actually do play on stage, right? Because right now it's a little bit different in a way compared to the past. Not entirely, but at this point I'm not only playing to show off my own team, I'm playing to show off myself as well, and show everyone, and especially my team and my coaches, that I do deserve my spot.
Right, and I would definitely argue that you still do, of course, and you've been performing amazingly in LEC. A lot of people are arguing, like, yeah, he's completely on fire. Do you think that almost like the little bit of pressure did help you, or is it your natural reaction to wanting to prove yourself double as much?
Honestly, I don't know. Like, obviously, having someone there, threatening your spot does give you a bit of extra motivation in a way, and makes me play a few more solo queues here and there, but at the same time, I'm sure that after Spring Split, I would have done everything I could to step it up and actually be the player that my team needs me to be. So possibly bringing in Dan helped a little bit, but at the same time, I think I would have played just as well, even if it wasn't the case.
Right. And is it just still a bit frustrating, everything, or?
I mean, it's not a fun situation to be in, right? If I were to choose, I would be the player for Fnatic. I would be the jungler for years to come. Right now, that's something I'm working to prove. Hopefully, I'll manage to do that. But for the time being, I'm just trying to work with Dan as well as possible. We're trying to help each other grow, and hopefully in the long run, having him around and having his perspective on things can make me better going into the next few years.
Right. Okay. So let's talk about some fun stuff. LA so far, what have you done? Any shout-outs you want to give?
Well, to be fair, I haven't been doing too much outside of being at the studio. I think the 2 previous days I came to the studio early and went to bed right after leaving, so that wasn't too fancy, but I was out eating breakfast once. We had Korean barbecue as a team one day, and I was out meeting a friend for dinner as well. So just in general, getting to see some people here and there and getting some food, so that's nice.
Just a good time. I was amazed at how fantastic this LCS studio is compared to the LEC one. I have to admit, the one time where it's NA greater than EU, it comes to the studio.
Yeah, well, it's actually weird as a player, because in EU, if we think of backstage, where we sit, where the player rooms are, is literally next to the studio. It takes like 5 seconds to get to the stage.
Right.
Or not next to the studio, next to the stage, right? But here we have to walk like 2 minutes to get to stage, which is such a weird feeling, In EU is a bit smaller. I still think it's a really sick studio, but here everything is so huge and it takes ages to get from one side to another.
Yeah, but maybe it's like a cool thing, like in football, when they go down a tunnel, something like that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I like the studio here. I think it's really nice. One of the highlights that we were all looking forward to after being here last year was the smoothie bar that we have. They have a nice catering area with some free smoothies. Smoothies are always nice. So yeah, we've been making pretty good use of those.
I heard. I wish I could try some of them. Let's see who I need to hook up or bribe to get some of that smoothie action as well. But yeah, overall, still a nice experience. Yeah. One last fun fact: when you were on the stage together with Caps and Cold, I noticed, of course, when it comes to esports, hashtag, it's always a Dane. So was that a nice fun fact for you as well, to just be surrounded by other Danes, taking up the trophy? Yeah,
the 3 of us talked a bit about it as well. It was pretty funny that out of all players from the teams, it ended up being 3 Danes that was chosen, which in a way you can kind of understand, right? Danes are pretty good at League of Legends, so having the 3 Danes united is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was pretty funny.
I mean, I always have the rule whenever you look at a game. It used to be, the team with more Koreans win. Now it's the team with more Danes win. And I was scared you going up against TSM was like, oof, by that rule, it's gonna be a tough one.
I mean, that rule counts unless the one Dane has some superpowers, really.
Exactly. Where are the Avengers? We got fucking Hulk over here. It's easy. It's still free. If you had to choose a superhero, though, which one would you go for? Like, if the Marvel thing would be with Fnatic.
I don't know, honestly. Like recently, after the Marvel thing was announced, there's been so many memes on our team about me being Hulk, so I almost have to go with that one. Like, they're even talking about, which player is which superhero, and I mean, I didn't really have a say. I just became the Hulk. So, I mean, I'll take it. It works for me.
Cool character, and yeah, Bruce Banner, also very cool. I saw the one with Bwipo being Aqua, and I was like, yeah, interesting. That's sure. I would take that as an insult personally, but hey, you do you.
So some of the choices were a little weird, but so I'm happy that I got Hulk. I'll take that.
That's one of the better ones.
Yeah, I mean, if that works for me.
Yeah, and they didn't give Reckless. They didn't even give him Superman because he used to be Superman. That used to be his thing.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know, man.
Weird choices. Step it up, Fnatic social media. No, just kidding. Anything you want to say to the Fnatic fans, to the Broxah Smashing Crew? What's the name of the crew again? Smashing Crew, right?
I'm not even sure. I feel like the crew has a lot of names by now.
Right.
There's the Smashing Crew, there's the Curling Club, there's the Pop Squad. Like, we have a lot of names. You know what they say, like, cute kids have many names, isn't? We have that saying in Denmark. So, yeah, that's the case for my club as well as my fans. But anyways, yeah, I mean, I've been getting a lot of support throughout these past few days. Just generally, fans reaching out to me saying that even though I'm not on stage, they support me, they back me up, and they're gonna stick around and stay there for me, and that's really nice for me to know. It's a bit tough not being on stage and sitting on the bench, but knowing that the fans are there for me either way and still support me is a great feeling.
Very nice words. As always, a hashtag for the people that watched until the end.
I thought we had a hashtag. Wasn't it hashtag it's always a Dane or something?
Yeah, we can go with that. Hashtag it's always a Dane. Thank you. Yeah, exactly. That's the one. Thank you so much, Broxah, for your time again. For more Broxah interviews. They're going to be coming. They're going to be uploaded to this channel. Subscribe.
Maybe one day.
One day. Yeah, it's so tough to get you, man.
Maybe in a few years.
Yeah, like I need to request them like 12 times. It's gotten really difficult. You've just gotten too famous.
Yeah, I know. But yeah, keep an eye out in 2 weeks.
Thank you so much, Brock. This was Darius from the Shotcaller, and I'll see you guys next time when we're back at LEC. EU greater than NA. The pin says it all. See you guys then. Bye-bye. We'd especially like to thank Krzysztof Bujnowicz, Thomas Göttel, Etienne, Erich Althaus, Lukas Legal, Lazy Raven, Lama Vyuta, and Adam Novosviat for your very special support, and of course also all the people whose names you see scrolling past you. Without you guys, we would have closed down probably a while ago. So thank you so much for your help. Thank you.